we just read the Hatha Sutra, and now Master Chung is explaining the essence of the teaching of the Hatha Sutra. Hatha Sutra is the cream of the Diamond Sutra. Diamond Sutra, which has only 32 chapters, and Buddhist monks recite in one morning. It's a short. Now the Hatha Sutra in Chinese has 262 Chinese characters. In these 262 Chinese characters, translated as in Hatha Sutra, contains the essence of the great perfection of wisdom sutras, Prajna Paramita Sutra, which is huge. And the essence of the Hatha Sutra can be put in just one word, and that is emptiness. However, emptiness here doesn't mean like the emptiness of an empty jar or the emptiness of a block after fire. Rather, emptiness here means true emptiness. True emptiness and marvelous existence are the two aspects of one and the truth, the ultimate truth, ultimate reality of the universe. This may not make any sense. However, if you are enlightened, you will see the ultimate reality of the universe has these two aspects. On the other hand, one aspect is emptiness, the other aspect is a marvelous existence. So, true emptiness and marvelous existence are not two things, but the two aspects of one and the same reality. And this same reality is your own Buddha nature, Wangak-myosin. Perfectly enlightened, marvelous mind. Ordinary people have, every one of them has this perfectly enlightened, marvelous mind inside, but it is hidden. It's not functioning right. So, some people who have great wealth, a lot of money, political power, and a high position in the government and so on, and yet when this perfectly enlightened, marvelous mind is hidden, they do things which eventually bring them great pain. These days you hear some unhappy episode of a great politician, whom I'm talking about. It's a sad, wrong judgment. His original Buddha nature was hidden. So he did things, and eventually that's going to ruin himself. Very sad. And this is going on everywhere, all over the world. And this is the world of unhappiness. And what the Buddha is teaching is the way of realizing happiness wherever you are. And as I told you, necessary condition for the happiness is the enlightenment to your original nature. Because in the original nature there is perfectly enlightened, marvelous mind. Now, Hatha Sutra teaches this idea, Hatha Sutra. And what is the way of saving oneself from distress and suffering? We just read Hatha Sutra, And Master Chung is saying this: to see clearly, to reflect on with the light of one's own nature, that is not thinking, measuring or discriminating, and the mind, it is an impartial, unselfish, and perfect intuition without attachment to any characteristics. Here, characteristics means the object of your five senses: color, sound, smell, taste, hardness, softness. All these are characteristics of the things in the world, the object of your five senses. And there's a sixth one, which is ideas, thought in your mind. So in Buddhism, your mind is also regarded as the sixth sense. Emptiness simply teaches that the object of your five senses, as you see them, are ultimately devoid of their own inherent existence. They are empty. And yet, you see the beautiful color, flowers, you hear the sound, and the smells, fragrance, and good taste, and so on, even though there's a yucky smell and the bad taste and so on. Now, all these are characteristics. And what this Heart Sutra is teaching is all these characteristics are ultimately empty of their own existence, their essence. If we human beings are attached to those characteristics, as you see, and what is a human being? Human being is nothing but the five aggregates. Five aggregates are form. Form is rupa in Sanskrit, means body, which is made of the great four: earth, air, water, and fire. You know, I didn't exist before I was born, and once I was born, I just absorbed the air, water, fire, and so on. Then I'm what I am, and getting older, and eventually my body will return to the four grades. Okay, and yet I have some kind of attachment. You know, I told you last time, the first wife. Remember what was the first wife out of four wives? Clara, what was the first wife? You comb, you wash, you feed your body. But remember, when you die, the body doesn't follow you. Remember? So what the Buddha is teaching is, you better take good care of your fourth wife, your mind, because the mind is the one which will follow you wherever you go, even after death. Remember? Now, so here the Master Chung-san's interpretation of the Heart Sutra is this: the essence of the Heart Sutra lies in seeing clearly and to reflect on the truth that human beings are nothing but five aggregates. You know, remember, body, and then feelings and sensations. 3 is the perceptions, thought, and number 4 is the impulses. You know, willing, volitions or impulses, and number 5 is the consciousness. If you take these 5 aggregates out of yourself, it's zero, nothing there. So Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara delivered himself from all the distress and suffering by realizing, seeing clearly that these 5 aggregates are ultimately empty of reality.